going to tell you something that goes against everything you've been told. Balance is overrated, and if you're serious about achieving your goals, chasing balance might be the exact thing holding you back. Let's get into it. And today I'll tell you balance is overrated. Just listen with me real quick. Everyone tells you to find balance, right? School, gyms, social life, hobbies, side hustles. Balance sounds good in theory, so that, you won't burn out and your mind will be occupied with different things, but in practice it keeps you mediocre at everything, because when you're trying to balance 5 different things, you're not excelling at any of them. I'm going to break down why going all in beats balance every single time. Balance is what average people tell themselves to feel better about being average. My first point relating to why I think balance is overrated is starting off with this quote that really just explains everything and that I wholeheartedly agree with. And it's, the man who chases 2 rabbits catches neither. Here's why I agree so much with it. It's because it's not just a saying, it's reality. Your attention and energy are finite resources. Spreading them across multiple goals means none get enough to succeed. Balance goes progress because you have one big dream, goal that matters most. With me, it's to be a full-time content creator eventually and a full-time certified fitness coach that can transform thousands of lives online and in person, and to just be a great guy that can impact the world in some way and make a dent. The result with this balance shit is slow progress on the thing that matters, mediocre results everywhere else. Math doesn't work. 20% effort on 5 things beats 100% on one thing? No. The main thing with trying to balance so many things is a distraction problem. The more things on your plate, the more opportunities to get distracted. It's plain and simple, right? When you're tired, stressed, or unmotivated, you'll pick the easiest thing out of those 5 things to do. That's usually not the important thing. Balance gives you permission to avoid what's hard. Bring up another real world example of someone else now, not me. Let's say this guy's trying to get jacked, start YouTube, learn coding, play on sports teams, maintain trades, and have an active social life. It sounds ambitious, but he's really giving 15 to 20% to each. Meanwhile, the guy who goes all in on getting jacked for 6 months actually transformed. Who wins? Obviously the guy trying to get jacked in 6 months. And a way that I think that the guy is doing it is he's setting things in time blocks of time, right? He could try to do everything all at once, but that's not going to get you the result you need because you're spreading up too thin, 20% on each thing, right? But if you spend 6 months on that one thing, which is getting jacked, okay, he got more gains and stuff, might be enough for him to not worry about it as much. So now after 6 months, he goes into another aspect that he really wants to get good at. And it's kind of setting these time blocks. Now, I don't really do that. I just do one thing every day, the entire year, blah, blah, blah. But if you want to get results in each thing and to really focus on one thing, on different things at least do it in time blocks. Kind of relating to the whole training aspect of different people's lives, right? They have endurance training blocks, they have strength training blocks. This is for more like athletes that have multiple things, but they do that for a reason. I'll tell you this, the truth about focus intensity is every successful person you admire went all in on something. They didn't balance, they obsessed. Kobe Bryant wasn't balancing basketball with 5 other hobbies. Elon Musk didn't balance his companies with leisure time. For students specifically, you're told to balance school, sports, social life, gym, hobbies, college prep. But the students who actually stand out, they dominate one thing and they get all the attention. You're gonna be respected more because you need to be a master at your craft or your skill. That's it, no excuses. The best athlete goes all in on their sport. The jack kid goes all in on training. The valedictorian goes all in on academic. Jack of all trades, master of none. And nobody remembers well-rounded. The 6 to 12 month sprint, okay? You don't need balance forever, just see it into focus. Pick your most important goal for the next 6 to 12 months. Go all in on that one thing. Everything else gets the minimum viable attention. After you achieve it, you can pick the next thing. So what this looks like is you want to get shredded. That's your number 1 priority for 6 months. School gets done. You're not failing, but you're not overachieving. Social life is probably more minimal, just close friends. Other hobbies take a backseat. All your energy goes to training and nutrition. Result, actual transformations have slow, forgettable progress. Now I'm going to tell you how balance is overrated when it comes to diet and nutrition. This is a separate thing from just life and career and all that I talked about. Now we're on to diet and nutrition. Every fitness guru tells you to eat clean and do this 80-20 or 90-10 ratio all the time, right? If you don't know what the ratio is, 80% whole foods, 20% junk food, 90% whole foods, 10% junk food, one of those things, right? It sounds reasonable and balanced and whatnot, sustainable, but in practice, it's a disaster for most people. This is why balance eating fails. You keep junk food in the house for balance, right? Now you're constantly fighting cravings. You think willpower will save you, it won't. Ghrelin, which is your hunger hormone, will eventually win no matter what. You're human at the end of the day. You're not a robot. Cravings will overpower willpower. And I'll tell you a story of me myself with this. I used to eat junk food all the time, right? I talked about this in videos before, especially in the video where I tell you exactly how I built muscle in high school. Check it out if you want more of my own diet and background and intense training and all that. But I used to have cravings all the time, and even though, I would eat certain days, I would eat healthier foods and shit, but because there's junk food in the house and Hershey's and shit, which were in the fridge and whatnot, I would just want that sweet. Or if there was peanut butter, I just wanted those couple tablespoons. Then it turned into 3, then 4, and then now you just inherited about 300 or 400 calories off of fucking peanut butter. Will it get you full? Not really. It's not a voluminous food. This is very calorie dense, which is what you want to avoid most of the time because you need to be probably losing body fat. Everyone thinks, oh, I gotta bulk. In reality, you don't need a fucking bulk. You just need to diet down more, because being lean actually shows the muscle and you get more real world results, which is dating and respect and just overall modeling capabilities. These people are bulking all the way until they're like 22% body fat, and it's just ridiculous, right? It's better to be in that 12, 13% range, and if you can, get to 10%. And with this junk food around the house, it's a trap, because junk food is literally engineered to make you eat more. Think about McDonald's and their fries. How much do you think they've carefully recorded everything to make sure it was masterfully executed? Thought about all this like crisp to softness ratio and the amount of salt and the shape and the texture and all that. They thought of everything. And now look, everyone's hooked on McDonald's fries. They say it's the best fast food fries around, right? This is not an exaggeration. Food scientists design it for overconsumption. High sugar, salt, fat combination hijacks your brain. Just one serving turns into a whole bag. You can't moderate something designed to be addictive. It'll give you so much brain fog eating that bullshit. It might be a hot take, but I think an easier take is 100% whole foods. And you might think, really, how? I mean, at least with the 80-20 junk food thing, you know, I get to have a little bit of junk, whereas 100%, I have to just do whole foods? No, because with this 100% whole food diet, instead of this ratio shit, this will not have you have junk food in the house. There's no temptation because of that. Your options are limited to whole food because it's 100% whole food diet. You can't fuck up your diet if there's nothing to fuck it up with, right? Decision fatigue eliminated. You eat what's available. Simple beats complex every single time. And eventually, if you eat whole foods enough, you'll start to just really like it. And now the simplest foods you'll enjoy. This is the same thing with me. I used to always want fast food, and I was addicted. My brain was fucked up and the hormones were fucked up throughout that, and I just kept wanting more and more. Every day would be a new fast food. I would just eat a new fast food every day for dinner, and I would be going on for weeks and weeks and then months and months. But now, ever since I adapted this new diet back in like May, I, have no cravings for that shit anymore. My brain is rewired in the best way possible, and now just simple foods like chicken every night for dinner, just chicken for the meat. No fast food, no real fucking sweets, none of that. Now I look forward to chicken every night. It's like rewired. I don't need that sugar. I don't crave sugar because I haven't been having sugar. Now, if I start eating Hershey's bars for the next few days in a row after every meal, now I'll start wanting that and it'll fuck up everything again. With 80-20 ratio diet, right? You're constantly negotiating, is this my 20%? How much can I have? Mental energy wasted on food decisions. With 100% whole foods, no negotiating needed. You eat when hungry, stop when full. All options are good options with that. It just kind of removes this constant internal battle. People say 100% is unsustainable, you need treats, but the reality is that constantly battling cravings is what actually is unsustainable. Eliminate the trigger, eliminate the battle. Your taste buds adjust in 2 to 3 weeks anyway. Whole foods start tasting better once you're not comparing them to hyper palatable junk. The truth about people that always preach balance is that it makes them feel better about their own mediocrity. Going all in is uncomfortable for them. Balance is the comfortable advice. And then balance sounds mature and wise, but it's often just code for not fully committed. It's safe advice that keeps everyone at the same level. The uncomfortable truth is that the people crushing their goals aren't balanced. They're obsessed, focused, and intense. They sacrifice in the short term for long-term results. Balance comes after achievement, not before. Delayed gratification means instant gratification all day. So here's my challenge for you. Pick one goal for the next 6 months. Go all in, no balance, no spreading yourself thin. Cut the junk food completely, no 80-20 bullshit. Prove to yourself what focus intensity can achieve. You can reintroduce balance after you have something to show for, right? I guarantee you, if you, let's say, just focus on your physique in 6 months and that's it, really. Now you'll get way more gains. And I'll guarantee you that if you focused on YouTube and content creation for the next 6 months and post videos constantly and just keep researching, keep learning the YouTube game and to just constantly pump out value and doing all this stuff, I guarantee you that you'll see way more results than if you were to balance everything for those 6 months. And now you're proud of what you did. So look, here's the bottom line. Balance is what average people do to stay average. If you want to actually stand out, you want to actually transform, if you want to actually dominate, you need to go all in. Pick the one goal that actually matters the most. Chase that one route with everything you have. Cut out the junk food completely and make diet simple instead of a constant battle. If you're ready to stop making excuses and start making progress, drop a comment telling me one goal you're going all in on for the next 6 months. Just make sure to hit that like button if this changed how you think about balance, and subscribe for no horseshit ass backwards fitness content. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next one.